back. It's Maxine, your spiritual astrologer, and today I'm going to give you 5 key spiritual messages for the astrology of October 2025. So this will be a bit of an astrology update, an energy update for you, but I want to distill all of these big transits happening. You know, we're coming off of eclipse season. It's Libra season. We have the Aries full moon at the start of the month, the Libra new moon at the end of the month. We have Mars in Scorpio, Neptune retrograding back into Pisces, this grand trine with water signs. I'm going to just distill all of that for you and help you to understand, okay, how can you work with that? How can you co-create with the astrology available to you, with the energy available to you this month, October 2025. And just as I go through these, make sure that you are trying to listen with just an open heart, an open mind, and do keep in mind your own personal birth chart. Maybe if I mention that it's Libra season and you're a Libra sun or moon, that might affect you more strongly. Okay, so let's get into it. These spiritual messages for you of October 2025. So spiritual message number 1 is it's crystallizing. It's crystallizing. We're cooling off, calming down from the eclipse season in September, specifically the Pisces eclipse September 7th and the Virgo eclipse September 21st. It's not like those eclipses just happened and they're done. Even moving into October, you're feeling those taking form. Like it's the dust is settling a bit. There's this malleable energy that each day that passes into October, it's crystallizing more and more. The Virgo eclipse at the end of the month was the only solar eclipse of the entire Pisces Virgo eclipse cycle, by the way. That began a year ago in September 2024 and it lasts till February 2027. So we're right in the middle of these eclipses, and that is the only solar eclipse, new moon eclipse. There's some new intention out of perhaps some ending that had to take place, but there's something being set in motion for you and something crystallizing. With Virgo, it's about order. It's about creating a plan, organizing your life. And so there's something that wants to be improved, something that is crystallizing with each passing day. This kind of malleable energy as we're calming down, cooling down from eclipse season. Keep that in mind. What idea do you want to actually take form, take shape in your life? And so pay attention especially to daily routine, habits, just if you know something's been difficult for you, like you have a lot of mental resistance about waking up earlier and going on a walk or whatever that is, just really take notice of, okay, going into October, you have this ability to really set your life in the right direction right now through these daily rituals. So pay attention to what that is, how this energy is crystallizing for you. That new start with that, especially the solar eclipse end of September, moving into October, that energy is still taking shape. You're still able to really co-create with that. So what is it that you are crystallizing every day? And every day is a new chance to do something different, to break those patterns you don't want and start on that new course forward. So it's crystallizing. What is crystallizing for you? Okay, especially thinking about that full moon October 7th, there might be something there that's a realization of, oh, this is the action I need to take to follow through with that new start that you want to begin. Next up, we have spiritual message number 2 for the astrology of October, which is focus your intensity. Do not get distracted. Do not squash down, suppress, shove in a corner that intense emotion or feelings that are coming up or intense desire or need for something or a goal that you want, some motivation you're feeling. Pay attention to that. Do not ignore, squash it down, think it's going away, because that's how it shows up in less savory ways, in kind of power struggles with others or feeling very competitive or confrontational. This is a month to make sure that you are acknowledging what it is that you want, that you have a strong feeling of this is what's needed. So figure out what is that goal. Maybe you already know it. Like you're like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get down to work. I'm ready to do what it takes to get to that goal. It's kind of like this ruthless kind of feeling of like whatever it takes to get there. So, and this is probably a more long-term goal. Again, I was talking about earlier, the eclipse cycle. So pay attention to something a year ago in March 2024 that you began now, from this place where you are now, with this wisdom where you are at now, what is it that you really want to double down on and you want to focus and prioritize your energy on? So think about what that is. Mars in Scorpio, this began back September 22nd and it lasts through November 4th, but the entire month of October, we have Mars fully in Scorpio, and it's that energy of being so determined once you have locked in on, this is what I want. So don't get distracted. Don't let other people try to siphon your energy, and just, really stay true to your intention, your priority, whatever that is, and stay committed to that this month, because when you do, there's such an ability to really get, again, there's something crystallizing this month. It's like whatever you really put the work in now, it's such a powerful catalyst for you. You're getting such a strong foundation built this month when you really stay focused on whatever that goal is for you. So reflect on what that goal is and get really clear on it, so you are making sure you're coming back to that. That's where you're investing your energy this month. And spiritual message number 3 for you for the astrology of October. It's a simple one, but it's very important. Connect. Connect with others, open your heart, dissolve those walls that you've built up. Just allow yourself to be more vulnerable. Allow yourself to grow in your relationships. So whether that's your partner, your connections with friends, with family, colleagues, whoever that is, even just people who you meet when you're about doing things like you're buying groceries, pay attention to who's around you. Even in those small moments, there's an opportunity to meet with another soul. Like, I think sometimes we forget how beautiful that is, and this month is a reminder of that, a reminder that you are not alone. You are not alone, and you were never meant to be alone. Even if you feel alone, go outside, get outside, find ways to connect with others, reach out to others. If you feel like you need help, you need support, this month is telling you, open up, allow yourself to let others in, let other people be there for you. Be there for others. We are meant to be there for each other. We're never meant to be alone. And that speaks to the astrology this month of it being Libra season, heading into October. On the 14th and middle of the month, we have Venus moving into Libra, her home sign, and that's the planet of love and just wanting to be more social, connecting with others. It's forming this grand trine to Pluto in Aquarius at 1 degree and Uranus at 1 degree of Gemini. It gives you this energetic support to get out of old patterns that kept you isolated, that kept you anxious and fearful, to open your heart, to connect with others, to let other people in, especially with that new moon in Libra on the 21st. So seeing perhaps this month, okay, what needs to change, and committing to something, allowing yourself to open up more, be more vulnerable, and connect, and know that you're worthy of that connection. That's a big theme this month, of allowing yourself to just not be alone anymore in what you're going through. Spiritual message number 4 for the astrology of October, and this one's coming through so strongly, by the way, is embrace imperfection. So know that you're not perfect at something, and yet do it anyway. Start it anyway. Share it with the world anyway. Know that you are imperfect and love yourself anyway. Accept yourself fully as you are now. Allowing yourself to see where have you been blocked by perfectionism, by high ideals, by high expectations or standards or pressure that you've placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. Knowing that it doesn't have to be perfect for it to matter. It doesn't have to be perfect for it to matter, and you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. Honestly, I think that's all I have to say about that. I had more things to share, but it's just understanding that you're either going to live with that perfect vision of what you would like it to look like, and feel frozen from actually beginning it, because there's a process. It doesn't just get here to what you envision it as, but it's either going to live there as an idea, or you're actually going to make it happen, and it gets to be made real. That dream, that vision you have, if you act. When you act, This month we're seeing where a lot of people are getting sick of feeling like, oh, one day I'll do this, once this, and this, and I have perfect conditions and everything, you know. Just allow yourself to show up, even if you look silly, even if you look, you know, I was talking about this the other day, actually. It's just, you deserve to know what's on the other side of your fear. This month, that's a huge message that we all could just use a reminder on. Our souls need to hear that, but also that speaks a lot to Neptune retrograding back on October 22nd, so you might feel it toward the later part of the month as well, just moving back into the sign of rulership for Neptune. And that happens a lot this month with Venus in Libra, Mars in Scorpio, so sidebar there. But this retrograde back into Pisces is the last dip into Pisces until it moves back into Aries on January 26th, and that lasts until 2038. So just like a little background there on the astrology. But this is an opportunity to think even back to 2011, 2012, when Neptune first went into Pisces. And I know it's a long time ago, but thinking back to like what has happened since then, and how can you see that there's maybe some dream that you want to make manifest in your life, to co-create, and actually make sure that it's not just living up as a dream, but you're bringing it down to earth. And that's with the conjunction to Saturn, having that support in making that happen and getting to work on something. So just keeping that in mind, there might be something this month where, you know, will you just create that plan and show up imperfectly and embrace that as part of your process, your soul's journey. And then spiritual message number 5 for the month of October is feel, and feel some more. It's free yourself from the logical, analytical mind, get off of that hamster wheel and drop into your heart, drop into your soul. What is it that you need to feel? And intuitively, what is the emotions that are coming up? Where are you being guided spiritually? How can you connect with that more? So meditate, journal, you know, go on a walk in nature, have even a good cry, you know, it's let yourself feel and do whatever you need to feel and feel safe to open up and connect and receive more support and guidance and love and just that nurturing. This will really be felt strongly the end of the month of October, because that's where the astrology shows this grand trine in water signs. So we have that Neptune Saturn conjunction in late degrees of Pisces, then we have Jupiter in Cancer, and then Mars in Scorpio, along with Mercury conjunct later in the month with Lilith, by the way, and the Sun in early degrees of Scorpio. So lots of water energy that need to feel and to not ignore, not to suppress and stuff down how you feel or judge yourself for how you feel. It's just what's coming up. How can you surrender to that, to feel that, to acknowledge that? There's some really beautiful messages that want to come through for you there. So find a way to tune into that. Those are all 5 spiritual messages for October 2025. I just felt like sharing an astrology energy update for you. So let me know if this was helpful, if you want me to continue doing these. I had so much fun sharing this. I hope you enjoyed listening. Thanks for watching through to the end. And let me know in the comments which message stood out to you, if you did find this helpful, how this is showing up for you personally. And of course, if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. I'd love to answer. And if you want more insight for free, I do send out monthly horoscopes every month at MaxineLuthia.com. You can sign up for those. You can book a reading with me there too. You'll see spiritual astrology school, just all of that fun stuff on my website. Any questions, reach out to me. And yeah, just thanks so much for watching to the end of this video. It means so much to me, and I really hope you found this useful for just making the most of October. So sending many blessings your way. Thanks so much for being here, and see you next time.